Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to another episode of the Jamo and Dylan Show. Today is episode 229 and we're going to do something a little bit different today, Dylan. We got some bad news.
Mate, unbelievable, really.
Last night we were told what we thought was a rumour from a friend of ours.
It wasn't confirmed last night. We got told that Cam McCarthy had been found dead, and we heard this last night, and we thought, you know, you can never be sure of these things when they're not official.
Yeah.
We heard nothing overnight. We woke up this morning, heard nothing, and then just before, you know, I get here, it's released in all the papers, West Australian and stuff, and it's sad news, man. Cam McCarthy, unfortunately, 29 years of age, found dead.
So young. Far too young. Obviously going to be an emotional start to the episode for us. So if you're not here for that, you can skip 10 minutes.
If you're confused as to why, it's because he was a guest. You know, we knew Cam, our first big guest.
Yes.
Gave us a chance. It was a fun experience at the time.
It was.
And a great memory.
And we've written down a few things here that were great memories from our time spent with him.
Yeah.
So obviously we want to send our condolences to his family.
Friends
obviously,
and family, those close to him, bro. It's a tough day.
A big family. And yeah, it's rocked Perth.
A popular
today.
man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
he was
lots of contacts, bro.
loved by many. And yeah, obviously played at my footy club, Freo.
Yep.
So no, it's a very, very sad time. One, for him and his family and for our podcast.
Yeah, bro.
And he, like as you said, was one of the first big names to give us a chance.
Yes, he was, mate.
Was incredibly welcoming. Welcomed us into his home.
It was such a weird experience at the time. That was our episode 47 is what we filmed with Cam.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it was a big one.
He just got delisted from Freo.
Yeah.
And we sent him a message saying, you know, do you want to talk about it? Do you want to come on the potty? He responded quick, invited us to his house in Spearwood. And we were so nervous on the way there.
Yeah, we were.
Because we hadn't experienced anything like that before.
So this was it 2020?
I want to say 2020.
So obviously you and I were only 20 years old and I believe he was 25. It was quite big in the news when he
was young.
He left Freo.
He wasn't playing bad.
He collapsed at training.
Yep.
He suffered from epilepsy, and then it was kind of like, I don't know how mutual it was because obviously we spoke to him about it.
Yeah.
However, he parted ways with Freo,
and he had a very positive outlook on what was next.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
we were there, you know, he seemed excited about the future.
Yeah. He also expressed potentially going to Collingwood if they gave him a chance, which was funny because that clip got chopped up and put on
Footy Classified
TV. So that's a big footy show over here in Australia. And yeah, I guess he gave us a great opportunity.
Yeah.
And we gave him a platform to speak on that he felt comfortable talking about.
It was a great episode in hindsight too.
Yeah, there was an hour and 14 minutes, I believe, one of our longer ones. And it wasn't just talking about footy. I mean, he didn't really want to talk about it. So we were talking about aliens. We were talking about paranormal activity. He was very big into conspiracy theories.
Yeah, that threw me, you know. I wasn't expecting him to be like that. So he was definitely like a different thinker. Yeah. You know, his brain worked in a different way. There's no doubt about that. And he was really interesting to chat with.
He definitely was. And
some great stories.
There were discussions to go round 2 with another episode.
Yes, there were.
Unfortunately, didn't get around to doing that. But yeah, he had amazing lingo. Just the way that he spoke and the way that he communicated.
Even some of the texts we had, the Instagram DMs with each other were just funny. You were reading them out to me today.
Yeah, I want to pull up a few more because I'm a big believer in when something like this happens, you got to look at it in a positive light.
Yeah, exactly.
And look back at the good things that happen and the good memories. That's one of my ways of coping.
That's the thing. And we had a really great memory with him, you know.
Yeah.
We had a great episode. It was a great experience. We got to meet him, hang out with him in his house, and it was a nice day.
So I'll just go through a few of my favourite messages from him. So obviously we asked him to come on. He replied on the same day.
Yep.
And he was like, been waiting, boys. And then straight away he said, "Shall we jump in tomorrow? You boys got me toey AF."
And we had to quickly get amongst it.
Yep, he said he's got an epic view and loved plugging Spearwood. That's where he was living at the time.
He loved Spearwood.
Shout out 6163. He sent a photo of his balcony because he wanted to do it outside. And then we figured out inside probably works a bit better. He said, just a bunch of dirty men coming together. Can let my inner Cam fly.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, boys. Hope it's dope. And then we bumped into him.
At Metros.
Yeah, a year later.
He was very active in everything he did, like just hand movements, talking. It was a million miles an hour. When we got there, we were like moving furniture around, and it was just so like, wow, this guy's just full on.
Yeah.
Like it was elite, bro.
But he had such a positive outlook and energy on
That's what I mean.
on
He had
everything.
so much energy.
Yeah.
He was just always
and like
up and
you said,
about, bro.
So we went to his house and he basically was like, "Okay, boys, where do you want me? What should I do?"
we were moving tables,
Yeah, we were-
moving chairs and shit.
That was so funny.
Like
Just
it was a
trying to find-
massive table. He's like, yeah, we'll just move it.
Yeah,
This, bro,
lifted it up.
huge.
We didn't have the lighting or a good camera.
Not back then, we didn't know.
I think we still using a phone.
Might have been using the iPhone still.
That's incredible.
We
But yeah.
100% would have been using iPhone back then, probably.
And we had the handheld mics as well.
Yeah.
The Audio
bro.
Technica. Sad stuff, but
Yeah, tragic. It really is a sad story when you think about it. From the heights of AFL to getting delisted, dealing with that, and then
just trying to find your feet.
passing away at 29, bro. Not even making 30. It is sad. Obviously, we don't know what happened, and that hasn't come out
Yeah, we
yet,
don't wanna
but it doesn't really
speculate.
matter. To be honest, what happened?
No.
Like it's the same result, bro. It's just sad. It's sad that had to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
So yeah, we just wanted to start on that note to alert you guys that maybe our energy won't be at the same level today, and just understand that. But we will try and flick a switch and go positive from here forward.
And it
But
is
yeah,
nice that we got to share that moment with him,
Yeah.
and that that clip's there forever now. That and we'll obviously leave it up because we see it as a good thing.
Yeah.
Like you can look back on it, and it's nice, bro. It's nice to have stuff like that.
Yeah, and like you said, we have so many positive memories.
Oh, 100%,
in the time
bro.
that we've met him.
Like you said, when we ran into him at like Metros and stuff,
Yeah.
just good energy bloke, like friendly, welcoming. Yeah, bro. Cool dude.
Universal brother.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. He loved that term.
He did.
He always said that him and Tom Barras who's a West Coast Eagles footballer, they were really close mates, and they like had this term that they referred to each other as, which is
UBs.
nice, bro.
And he even called him up on the podcast.
He did talk
in
about the
regards
ghost they
to-
saw.
Yeah, at a cemetery. They pulled up one night, sat down at the cemetery, having a meal.
Yep.
That's just the type of bloke he was.
Yeah,
doing quirky
bro.
things.
Yeah, quirky.
And yeah, they saw this. What's the term? Inanimate object.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just floating around, and yeah, he's one of a kind.
He was, mate. He definitely was.
One of a
Great
kind.
bloke. Good energy. It's sad, bro.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Anyways, we shall move on. We shall move forward. We'll
shall,
give you
mate.
a ROG update. So
Yeah, we've seen him this week.
we did. We saw him yesterday, and believe it or not, he planned it.
Yep.
We went
I
to
didn't even want to give him a
Nando's.
second chance, but
No,
whatever.
even when you rocked up, you didn't want to talk to him.
When I saw him, I was feeling a bit against him.
Did you feel at any stage like you wanted to have physical contact with him in a violent way, or no?
No, not when I first saw him. I still was a little bit like, "Oh, you're annoying me, bro."
Yeah, like
but,
a punch in the nose wouldn't go astray. Or?
But I guess he was all right.
Yeah. The thing that really annoyed me though was last week he said, "Boys, let's get a feed. I will pay for it because of everything I've done to you."
That offer went out the window.
He said,
Cheapskate.
that expired last week." So yeah, that's poor from him. But in general, it went quite well.
Yeah, we had a Nando's. Got an ice cream, which was weird.
Went for a walk, literally just around a shopping centre.
Yeah.
Not even inside the shopping centre, on the outskirts.
Yeah, like I don't know what you'd say, just like hooligans, bro.
Then yeah, we were very much like 16-year-old boys hanging
Yeah.
outside of Macca's type deal.
Yep. And then we just sat in Rog's car for a while.
He didn't want us to go in the car at all, but we quite like sitting in there until it's so uncomfortable for him that he really gets angry and has to kick us out.
Changed his radio from Triple J to 92.9.
He malfunctioned.
Yeah, because he said he hasn't changed it in years. They weren't playing good tunes, bro. I switched to Triple M 92.9. They got Kings of Leon.
Yep.
Come on, bro.
Nova as well, playing a bit of Kings of Leon.
Yep. Yeah, they back to back on different stations, bro.
That's funny. Remember when, I guess I don't listen to much radio anymore, but like in general, radio used to be like the top 10.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
But now they're playing some old tunes, maybe because the top 10s aren't as strong as they used to be.
Yeah, you never know, bro.
So yeah, we changed that. He malfunctioned. We also brought up his power rankings live in the flesh, and he boiled up.
Yeah, look, there's certain things you can't mention with Josh, so we'll just leave it because he boils up. He gets angry.
Yeah, his face goes red and he goes, "Arr."
Very sensitive about certain people, but that's fine. And then we're just, we're asking him questions about his love life. We're trying to get him out of his shell. Hopefully there's some progress.
2 shining lights.
Yes.
And he was not going to tell us anything, but I persisted, and we got a couple of names.
Yeah, there's one that he doesn't necessarily see as a shining light that he should.
Yes.
And he's been a bit weird about it, but, that's just Josh.
It's like he's got high beams right in his face, and he just says, "No, turn them off, turn them off."
Yeah.
They're hurting my eyes.
A weird boy.
A very weird boy. But like we said, 2 shining lights, so we're happy with that update.
What did he get from Nando's? I can't even. He got does he always get a wrap? He always gets like a wrap or
he did.
A pita or something.
Yeah.
That's what Rod gets.
I did notice that actually. He always goes a bit different to us, which is good.
Yeah, that's what
guess.
he likes. That's what he's into.
Weekend ahead, Dill. What are your plans?
So Friday night tonight, chilling. Not much planned. Tomorrow, going to Evans. The lads are going there. Watch the footy. See how we go. Maybe go out. We'll see how the night pans out.
Yep.
Sunday,
Mother's
Day, working in the day, and then we're going to dinner at night. So
beautiful.
Yourself, mate?
Tonight, off to Sammy Vergy, which is a UK garage event.
Yep.
And that's at Metro City. And then it'll probably be a big night. And then tomorrow, recover during the day.
Yes, important.
And then hang out with Grace at night.
Lovely.
Cheeky little meal. And then on Sunday, obviously, Mother's Day.
Any plans?
As of yet, I'm not completely sure. We'll probably go to her house and go from there.
Yep.
Maybe a meal at home.
Yep,
I'm not sure if we'll go out because obviously it's a busy day, Mother's Day.
Yep.
But yeah, celebrate her and all the mothers on Sunday.
Yep.
So shout out to
Happy Mother's Day to everyone.
For
Hopefully you treated your mum nicely.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a few updates throughout the week, and Steve Erceg. Unfortunately, he didn't get the win.
However, he was pretty close.
Fought well, lost the fight. I think the 3-2 score was probably valid.
He didn't disgrace himself in any way.
No, he fought well. To be honest, he fought on short notice in a way, sort of 8-week turnaround from when his fight ended. Usually you'd have that for a full camp. But I thought he fought well. Enemy territory, had some good moments, good rounds.
You know what I was really, really disappointed about, though, was... one, the venue that the fight was at seemed small.
Yep.
And many, many people left before the main event.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Pantoja was complaining about that too at the end, wasn't he?
It was pathetic, to be honest, from those fans.
I wonder why they left.
The noise wasn't scary at all.
No, it wasn't intimidating like they made it out to be.
I thought it was going to be walking into hell.
Warzone, yep.
But it was... honestly, if I was Steve Erceg, you're walking in there thinking, I wanted a bit more abuse and stuff.
He's definitely shown that he's one of the top ones in the world in that division. I think he could definitely get a few more fights and be properly sat in that top 5.
Is there an updated ranking yet? Do we know where he... surely he's around the 5 mark or something now.
I wonder how far he would go up.
Because I think he was 10th ranked in that division. However, nearly beating the champion.
Let's have a look.
He'd have to be close.
There's an update.
Looking now.
He's only gone up 1, so 9th. Okay. Yeah.
But I think the world knows that he's capable.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I would love to see a rematch in some capacity, but when that will happen, it'll probably be...
I think he'll have to win
when he earns it.
1 to 2 more. I'd probably say 2 more fights, and then he'll get another shot.
But, I was thinking...
No, he's elite, bro. He fought well.
June, July, August, maybe a bit too close for his next fight, but I was thinking Perth could be a good comeback card
for him.
Sure. That's 2 days after we leave Or you'll already be in Europe 2 days after I leave for London to meet up with you.
It's going to be a good event, that Perth card. It's
Yeah.
good so far,
I'd
bro.
love to have gone, but hey, we choose game week 1 of Premier League.
Exactly.
So
Good luck, Steve, for the rest of your career.
most definitely.
I think you'll make it up there, mate.
Definitely. Now, we have an update from
Yes.
SS from last week.
Yes, we do.
This was the girl that basically had to pay $500 because her car was parked in a no parking zone.
Then it got towed. She was seeing a man for the night.
She was. And we asked this question during the episode last week. What's his job and what does he dress like? What's his fashion sense out of 10?
We assumed that he was sort of like a tradie.
Yep. Probably
what
like
did he say
some,
what he wear?
I think he likes some high-end clothes is what we were going down.
We weren't really on the ball.
No, not really. We were a bit off. So she says he's a support worker.
Interesting.
Fashion sense probably 7 out of 10. And he wears butter goods, that sort of
so
stuff.
just like your normal Aussie boy style.
Like a skate brand T-shirt.
Sort of surfery.
Support worker, fashion sense, 7
Common
out of
job
10.
these days, support worker, to be honest.
Well, I guess there's lots of people that need support, to be fair.
And I think it pays all right from
Yep.
a few of the people I know that have done it. So, no, it's a good industry to be in, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Potential guest.
Yes, so...
Which hopefully we can pull through.
So we have been chatting with a Welsh DJ / TikToker who's coming to Perth, right?
Very popular man.
He has a girlfriend that lives in Perth, so he's coming over a bit earlier, which gives us a bit more time to make this happen.
Yes.
We reached out to him a couple of weeks ago. He was very adamant that he wants to do it. We reached out again, nothing back yet.
As usual.
So
for us.
Some people get cold feet. Maybe they get scared meeting us, which is interesting.
Look, it's not the easiest thing to do.
No.
So it takes a brave person to do it.
I think he is extremely capable, though.
No, he is, bro. I think he's a social person.
Yeah. So, and I think we'd get along with him.
I do as well.
How old do you reckon he is?
Similar age. I think he's in that 24-5.
Yeah, I reckon
he's
he's 25-6. But the cool correlation between us and him is that he was using our TikTok sounds, and this was 4 years ago.
I never knew he was Welsh. I thought he was Australian from his TikToks for so long, bro.
Yeah. We're hoping to get him on. We might even go to his show. We'll see.
Yep.
But yeah, that will hopefully be next week's episode. Fingers crossed.
We'll see how we go. We'll see how the week pans out.
Yeah.
But we'll do our best as usual.
Voice messages still.
Yeah,
we have
we've got
a couple
few things this week. Some voice, some confessions, a court case. So let's get into this voice messages.
We hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the potty, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
Good friend of the show, as always, Dylan. You know this man. I know this man.
He's a great man. Bit of DJing as well.
Yep. It's funny, this one, actually. He is DJing at the moment with a female.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he does it. He's in a duo.
Yep.
Right. They look quite good together, actually, and I'm sure they'd hear this a lot. They've been DJing for a few months now, and unfortunately, everyone thinks that they're together, or they should be.
Do they give that chemistry?
A little bit, yeah. I saw a couple of their TikToks popped up the other day, and then I said to him that if we ever do a party in Melbourne, he can DJ it.
He liked that?
He loved it.
He's a great bloke. I love him.
He'll sort it out.
So basically, this girl and I were talking for like a month and made it like pretty clear I didn't want a relationship. And anyway, it was like Valentine's Day. I was so off her, like I was making it kind of obvious. I was gonna end it with her anyway. And I didn't speak to her for like a day. I texted her like, oh, like, you're good. Because I'd seen her location at the same house for 2 nights in a row. Anyway, she texts me like this massive paragraph, basically saying how she's seeing someone else. And she hasn't like really ended it with me yet. So I don't know like who's guilty. Like am I guilty for kind of fucking slowly leaning her off, or is she guilty for starting talking to someone else when like she hadn't ended it with me? You know?
Communication breakdown.
Well, he seems a bit hurt by it.
Yeah.
So I wonder why when he was weaning it off.
And he was the one that said, "Nah, I don't want anything." And now he's upset
It's that
she's-
playboy mentality, bro. He can't help himself.
He is ultimate playboy.
Yeah, he is, bro.
Like, I can imagine him with a Playboy bunny tattoo on his neck. You know what I mean?
Bro, when I saw him, I just thought,
You are what we expect.
and I love that.
Yeah. The fact that probably one of the most, although he might not be this way with everyone, one of the most authentic people from voice messages and messages to seeing them live in the flesh.
If we lived in Melbourne, we'd be mates with him.
Yeah.
I'd want to hang out with him just for fun, bro.
We'd be guilty by association, unfortunately.
100% we would.
Because he's a dangerous man.
He's a dangerous man.
He does everything all the time.
He's a dangerous man. But he's a good man.
But yeah, would love for him to. I'm just watching Dylan write sad on our run sheet here.
It was a sad episode,
It
bro.
is. He's written
We're in
it
mourning.
about 15
We're in
times.
mourning.
Anyway, so on to the next, which is an update from last week and the week before.
She's been getting some screen time lately.
She has. It's just been good because we've been needing it.
Yes.
But this is the girl who unfortunately didn't get the reply and was left on red after the voice messages, and then she played it last week.
On him.
Yeah, on him.
Yep.
Boys, I forgot to tell you I have an update. So Saturday night, I was at Fisher. I put something on my Instagram story and old mate reacts and responds to it. And he's like, oh my God, are you at Fisher? Like, where are you? I'll come see you. I open it, leave it on scene. Then he calls me twice and I'm like having a good time and he's interrupting like my videos and stuff. So I'm getting a little bit pissed off, a little bit angry at this point. I'm not having it. We walk out, there's so many people there, and I'm like, who do I run into? Fucking old mate, of course. So he's like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry, like, please give me another chance. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm just really busy at the moment, no, and then walk away. So, yeah. I'm very proud of myself.
Well done.
Yeah, we're proud too.
Well done.
Imagining that makes me feel awkward and a bit yuck.
Yeah.
Like, just that.
And the desperation from him.
Yeah.
Please take me back. Give me another chance.
Yeah, it's kind of flipped now, hasn't it? Because she's played that card.
She likes being the villain.
Yeah, there was a little evil laugh at the end there, most definitely. But it's just a strange one. I don't like hearing... I love like thinking about awkward situations, but when I hear it like that and I can
Imagine
hear it,
being in it.
yeah, that's what I don't like.
But what can you do, mate?
But hey, we didn't have to go through that.
That's life, isn't it? Not the worst thing that can happen. Not at all, mate.
No, Dylan's just wrote mourning on our...
As we are in mourning. We got a court case.
We do. Let's
move
enter the
on.
courtroom.
You're about to enter the courtroom of Jamo and Dylan. The people are real, the cases are real, and the rulings are final. This is Jamo and Dylan's courtroom.
Hey boys, quick court case. I'm currently living in college and there is about 8 people in my flat.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's...
not for me, bro.
No, not for me either. That sounds like a hostel.
That sounds like hell, mate. That's what I'm saying.
We share 2 showers. Okay, so 2 showers between 8
It's
people.
okay. It's not ideal.
It's better than 1, to be
Yeah.
fair. I noticed someone leaves their soap, shampoo and conditioner out in the shower on the floor.
Yep.
He's done a comma there. Dumb fuck. One time I forgot to bring my soap and stuff from my room, so I just used theirs. However, recently, I've just been using their soap every time. Am I in the wrong for using their toiletries, or is it fair game if they leave it out? And now, he wants to clarify that it's shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel.
Yep.
It's not just a physical bar of soap.
Okay. Well, have they complained? Like, I think I would just leave my stuff in there.
Yep.
I wouldn't be bothered taking it back and forth the whole time, every time I go to shower.
Yep. I'm fine with that. I don't really like the fact he's like, okay, if you...
A one-off's fine.
Yeah, I agree. If you don't have it once, that's fine.
Now he's taking the piss a bit.
Every time, he's just using their stuff.
But do you reckon he's laughing while doing it?
Maybe.
Yep. Smiling.
Or is he really scared and he thinks they're going to find out?
8 people, bro. It's a lot.
How many of them? They'd probably go through all of that stuff in 2 days if everyone was using it.
Yep.
I wouldn't be happy in this current climate, the cost of living and whatnot. That shit costs a lot now.
Yeah, cost of living, you're not wrong.
So if he's having to fork out stuff every week and he's going, I'm actually not, I'm shampooing.
How's my shampoo? I'm
shampooing twice a week.
Yeah, what's going
once
on?
a week. Like, what's going on?
Why am I running out, bro? Where's my L'Oreal? Unlucky, mate.
Is he guilty?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are
It is
guilty.
funny, but you're guilty, mate.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. No doubt.
Like you said, once we'll let you off.
Yeah.
Slap on the wrist.
Once is like, oh, no, we're not going to leave the shower to go grab everything from your room. I completely
you're
understand that. But now you're just going, well, I've caught on to something here.
Mm-hmm.
Use it every time. Makes like the water like all bubbly, like when you were a kid. I remember he's probably like pouring it down the drain, bro. Having the best time ever.
Yeah, I used to use a lot of like bubbles.
The Lynx one used to bubble like crazy,
Yeah?
bro. That was a good one. That one really gets going.
I remember I
I
got
haven't
one of
used Lynx
the.
soap in a long time.
Yeah, neither. It was good though, because like I don't know, you just felt like you fit in.
I used to see it as a luxury.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you had like a, you got the Lynx soap pack, and I was like, yeah,
there was one of them
felt like a boy. You know what I'm saying?
There's one of them that I got that felt a bit too like I was everyone else.
Oh, righto,
So
yeah.
I felt like a sheep. And
Yeah.
I kind of felt ashamed. As I put it on, I smelt it and I was like, I smell like everyone else.
Yeah.
But then I was also comfortable in the fact that I wasn't doing something different.
Yeah. Lynx had some good ones, bro. Like Lynx chocolate and shit. They used to come out
Okay.
with everything, bro.
What was your favourite one?
I can't even remember. Nah, I used to have so many. Because like you obviously do get the Lynx Africa Classic.
Yeah.
That's always there. I used to like the David Beckham ones. When they came out, I used to buy those too when I was a teenager. Good times, bro. I had Adidas like spray cologne that I got for Christmas once that I loved, bro. It was like light blue.
I remember going to your place when we were like 16. This was when you drive the Pulsar around days.
Oh, lovely,
right?
bro.
And I came into your room and did you have one of those soccer balls on the wall?
Yeah, that looked like it cracked. A soccer
and they
ball
light
light,
up?
bro. Yeah.
I remember seeing that and you had a blue room.
Yep,
And then
blue room.
you gave me a tour of your cologne collection.
Was it good?
Yeah, you had a lot. There was like 6, 7, 8 like on the top of your fucking drawers.
Oh, bro.
And I remember you had Beckham there, definitely. You had Adidas.
Yeah. I wonder
And-
what else I had.
And I remember like you were going through them and I only had one.
Yeah.
And you were like, this is how I put them on. Because I asked. I was like, I don't know, like, where do I put it? And you were like, oh, I put it there, there. And like, practicing how to put on cologne. But I distinctly remember you had the Beckham one.
That is elite, bro. That's so funny.
Oh.
It's funny the memories other people have of you as well that
Yeah.
you forget about. That's elite.
I remember like one of the first times I ever drank was at your place and I was drinking Bailey's.
Bailey's on
Bro.
ice, bro.
Bailey's on ice. I was leaning
Who
over.
are we, bro?
I was leaning over your like kitchen sink while I was drinking it, just in case. I
Feeling
was
like a mad dog though. That's
little
so
bit.
funny, bro. Who drinks? Why are like kids drinking Bailey's on ice? Because it tastes good though. It's like the only liquor we had.
But everyone else does like their story's a little fat lamb and
yeah,
like
Bailey's
bottle
on
of
ice,
vodka.
bro. Bailey's is nice though. It tastes like
Yeah.
choc milk or some shit. Oh, that's funny, bro.
I also remember
Good times.
Dill Buckley at a birthday party and Dad gave me a few of his
Bucks.
beers.
Them Carlton Dries, bro.
Oh, they're horrible to start on.
They
It's your
are rough
first
to
like
start
proper
on.
party drink, and it was actually in his room.
Yeah,
Like,
I have a photo somewhere. I swear,
yeah, I've got
bro.
that as well. It'll take me too long to find it, but what a classic time.
Yeah, Carlton Dries is crazy, bro.
I love the old memories of like
I
parties.
think Rog
and
used to
stuff.
drink. I can't remember.
He was double blacks for a period.
Oh, nice. That was my go-to for
And that's when he was
a
getting
long time.
really drunk. I've actually got a video, and you and him. I remember he was in a denim jacket, right? I think you were in one as well, but his denim jacket had fluff around the collar,
Oh, the IDS. Yeah,
and
bro.
we were having a crack at each other. Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah, I don't know what used to happen. Yeah,
think
Rog,
one
he
was
needs to
about-
control his anger, bro.
One was about a stolen drink or something.
Nice. I definitely would have stolen his drinks. Yeah, whatever.
Boys,
Oh,
Yeah, that 21st was funny. We were so out of place. But it
I
was a good
remember
night.
There was one. Everyone was like, "Oh, you want to be the last man standing at these parties and stuff." I remember talk around school, "Oh, who's going to be the last one standing?" And I remember there was one party where, whose was it? Remember we were at a party once, and bricks got thrown through the window.
Ooh.
D-Tate?
I think that 100% was. Yep, his
Was it
18th.
his birthday?
Yeah, but
And they had the alcohol?
but for some reason, this was not at his house, right? He hosted his birthday at this like trap house in Maddington or something. And we all showed up like, where the fuck are we? It was like really dodgy. They had homemade bourbon. It was, that was a nasty night.
I remember a couple bricks got thrown through the window
Yeah.
for noise complaints.
The neighbors were like complaining. Then we went to Harbour Town the next day. Random.
Did we?
Yeah, bro.
I remember I've got video of me and Jack Walker early morning, right?
Nice.
I wasn't even that drunk from memory. Like I was still getting into it, right?
Yeah.
And it was really early and I felt like I was one of the last people there.
Was that at this party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was there. There's maybe like 4 people left when I left and I felt like, I've done well.
Oh, like,
But I'd
yeah,
barely
yeah,
drunk.
yeah,
Like I was
yeah.
just hanging around
Yeah.
just to try and be one of the last.
Felt like super bad, like leaving
Yeah,
the party.
I remember-
we
And-
ran that shit.
I had this, the t-shirt. I had this white t-shirt, right? And I loved it because it was like, okay, white t-shirt, emblem on one side, as always. Like there's a little, and it was a circle, black outline with yellow and green on
Fuck
the
yeah.
inside. And then on the back, it said like good vibes and it was just yellow and green.
Yep.
And I thought it was like, that's the typical young Australian bloke shirt.
I remember, bro. I had a black shirt. It was a Wanderer was the brand.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the most gangster t-shirt
Can you
ever.
find a photo? Wait,
I might
Wanderer.
be able to.
All right.
It was like black. It had like a blue, maybe like AOK.
Yeah.
And then I remember,
no,
I
yeah.
used to love it, bro. I thought it was the coolest shit ever. And then I lost it once, and I knew that I lost it at Carly's house. It must have been when I first started seeing her. I probably was like 18. And I never saw it again for a year or two. And I was like, can you look for it? Like, I know it's there. Anyway, literally it popped up like 3 years later in her dad's in a drawer, and then he was wearing it. She sent a photo. She's like, look, your shirt. And she's like, you know the truth, like I hated that t-shirt, so I just never looked for it once you lost it. Bro, I was shattered. I was
you a bit angry as
yeah,
well?
because I was like, I thought that was the coolest shirt that's ever been, bro, back then.
You know what we never really did though? We never really got I might have had one at one stage, the stripy common need shirts. I hated those.
I don't think I ever had the common need. I don't think I wore one.
I was still buying from Kmart until like 17, 18.
Yeah, I think I would go to like JJ's maybe.
Yeah, I used to
Cotton
like
On?
City Beach.
Yeah, no, City Beach is valid.
That's
yeah.
classic.
Yeah, I bought like the Wanderer shirt from like Live or something. Remember that shop? I thought I was the fucking maddest bloke ever, bro.
At Live, they have a live DJ.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you walk past.
But it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Oh, bro. Yeah, bro. It was this brand, Wanderer. Remember this light blue one I used to wear?
Oh, you wore that at my 18.
Yeah, that's at your 18 with
Yeah.
the pink. I used to think it was so cool.
Boy, Rog was skinhead at my 18.
It's funny what we think. Like you look back and you go, "Oh, that t-shirt sucks."
Look at this. Thrills t-shirt.
Wow,
from
I'm
me.
wearing a Guess one.
I like this one because it had a small palm tree.
I threw that long sleeve out because I thought it was cursed. I had like 3 bad nights with it.
It actually is quite nice.
I threw it in the bin, bro.
Let me save that. Might use that.
Crazy.
Some of the old fashion we wore was crazy. Bro, remember this night?
Wow, what the fuck, bro?
2020, we went to Wanneroo Mazda. Carly had Ranger hair.
Yeah, bro.
And like we went to, and Lockie's wearing 2 chains.
That's when he was a bit pudgy too back then.
I remember I'd ran out of contacts that day.
Yep.
And I
Oh,
had
so
to
you're
wear my
wearing the
glasses.
goggles? Yep.
Damn, that was a weird night. Like we just weren't meant to be there, but
That was a really weird event, bro.
we were invited for some reason.
Who invited us? I can't even remember.
I want to find like a couple more fashion bits. Oh, this is probably the worst I've ever looked. This is me and Lockie Neal, 2016.
Wow, look
And
at
then
the
look at this.
throwback, bro.
This one, me and BT, and I had yucky braces on.
BT.
Oh.
Wow. See, I don't remember you with braces, at all.
Oh, look at this. Look at your fit at the golf.
Wow, that's unbelievably bad. Look at them skinny pants, bro. They're like chinos.
Nah, bro. There was one day I came home from school and I wasn't happy with my hairstyle, so I tried to like change it a little bit in the mirror. I got a comb, I wet my hair, and I combed it to the side.
Jamo, that's wild, bro. It makes you look like an office manager if it was combed to the side.
Yeah, fucking ew.
Crazy, bro.
Oh, the fashion.
I love the fashion. I really do.
You know what? This is one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, bro. I used to think that singlet, I loved that singlet. That's from JJ's, bro.
So Rog was wearing Perth Demons singlet.
Yeah.
Fair. I was wearing Lakers Yucky from Bali.
I've got a grey singlet with a yellow
Massive.
smiley face on it, bro.
Backpack?
Yeah, I used to like that back. To be fair, I think it was the only one I had.
Is that like a tap out one or something?
Something like that. That's what I used to wear tap out when I was like 12.
Big red borrel. Bro, that's a mining backpack.
Damn, we're weird, bro.
We scrubbed up all right for the ball, though.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's
where's
Sinead's, bro.
The hot dog.
Yep.
Do you like that shirt? Back
Yeah,
in
I
the
used
day,
to love
bro.
that shirt. That's from Bali, like
Really?
a proper Bali brand. Yeah, I used to like that t-shirt, bro. That's
the shirt.
That. Oh, a bunch of little freaks, eh?
Oh.
But you gotta love it, bro.
This is that night that I was talking about.
That is that night, I believe.
Yeah. Do we have one more thing? I think
Two
we.
confessions.
Oh, cool.
So let's finish off with them.
It's now time to dive into your deepest and darkest confessions. Let's hear what the people have to get off their chest.
First one, Dill.
Hey guys, a man I was talking to has left me undelivered for 2 weeks, but then just likes my Insta story. What do I do?
It's a strange one.
He's playing the game, isn't he?
He is, and I think that he's probably has a few on the go. Like you're not his priority.
No way.
Let's put that out there right now.
He's being a little cheeky boy.
He is. He isn't interested in the chat.
Nah.
He's interested in ulterior motives.
Yeah, bro.
So
Yeah,
look,
bro.
that's unlucky for you. The fact he liked it, he's just dipping his toe in to see what the temperature's like.
100%.
And he's thinking, if I get a bite or a nibble, he's like casting the rod out.
Backup dancer.
She might double message now.
Exactly. Don't fall into the trap.
Yeah.
All right, and the last one of the week. Hey lads, hope you're well. Could you keep this anonymous for us because I believe the person who I'm about to mention is a fellow listener.
Awesome.
I need some genuine advice.
Just quickly, I love it when this stuff happens.
Same, it's
when
the
they
best,
both
bro.
listen.
I've been crushing on this girl from work for a while now. We chat lots and often whilst at work and she's quite nice. I think sometimes she's flirty, but I'm just not sure. My question to you guys is, how do I figure out if she feels similar to me without making it awkward? I've already made a few subtle moves, such as liking her Insta stories, but I also don't want to be known as that weird guy from work that tried to ask someone out. Hope I explained it well and apologies for the long message. We'll try to respond quickly if you have any further questions. Keep up the good work, lads.
We might need further questions, to be honest.
How do you... I don't know. It's a tough one because like you said, you're right on that line of it's fun and flirty, but also you don't want to be a creep.
Now, he's cast his rod out a couple of times,
Damn straight he has, boy.
but unfortunately, I'm not sure if her... Because, okay, how old do you think this guy is? Do we...
20-something.
Okay,
20
right.
yeah,
was
I
thinking if he
reckon.
was a bit younger, or he may be trapped in a younger mindset
Yep.
where whenever a girl talks to you and they are smiling or they're happy,
You think they're in love with you.
you take it as flirting.
Understandable. Look, it happens
We've
to the
been
best
there.
of us.
We have. If any woman gives you the time of day that you think is attractive, you just completely believe that they're head over heels.
You think you're in love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you trick yourself into thinking that as well.
Yep.
Now, this is where I have an issue with him, not with him directly, but with what he's saying. I hope he's not in that mindset and he might rate himself so highly he thinks that he's getting...
Facts. You don't want to be sort of that one who's thinking of yourself in a better light than you are.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
is she actually flirting? Or...
Is she just being nice?
On the flip side, she might be...
And she wants you to make a move. It's so difficult, bro. It's really case by case.
I think in general, if you don't make the move, you regret it.
Yeah. Yep.
What's
I agree.
the worst that can happen is she says no. And I know that's a cliche. She might say, fuck off,
It's okay,
you weirdo.
mate.
You creep. Stop liking my stories.
There you go. It's a bad 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you probably feel shit for a while. And then you get over it.
You'll go on to your next one. Your
Exactly.
next prey.
And you'll ruin your next job as well. But thank you for the message, mate.
Indeed. Anyway, that's it for this week. Much love. Good morning to everyone.
Yeah.
And sad morning for us.
Yes, much love to the McCarthy friends and family. Thoughts and prayers with them, obviously. Great man.
Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next week for episode 230, hopefully with a Welsh DJ.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.